Myself Bhaskaran. Today my topic is about presentation of introduction of Unix. Unix. Unix is a multi-user, multitasking operating system. You can have many users logged into a system simultaneously, each running many programs. It is the kernel job to keep each process under user separate and to regulate access to the system hardware, including CPU, memory, disk and other input-output devices. History of Unix. First version was created in Bell Labs in 1969. Some of the Bell Labs programmers who had worked on this project are Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, Ruth Kennedy, and Doug McElroy. Designed and implemented the first version of the Unix file system on a PDP-7 along with a few utilities. It was given the name Unix by Brian Kernighan. In January 1, 1970 is the time zero for Unix. It is also called as epoch. Unix structure. The basic Unix structure is program, kernel, hardware and system calls. Linux features. Unix-like operating systems and their features are preemptive multitasking, virtual memory, shared libraries, demand loading, dynamic kernel modules, shared copy and write executables, TCP and IP networking, SMS support and open source. What is a kernel? Kernel is an executive system monitor. It controls and mediates access to the hardware. It also implements and supports fundamental abstractions like process, files, device, etc. It is mainly used to schedule or allocate system resources, mainly for memory, CPU, disk, descriptors, etc. It enforces security and protections to the system. It is respond to the user request for service system calls, etc. Here is Linux used. 75% of respondents were already using Linux and another 14% were evaluating it. 43% of all websites are Linux servers running the Apache web server. Conclusion. When is it best to use Linux and when should some other operating systems be preferred? It's all depend upon the user.